This is Henares making your day with the second part of a book I wrote on the destiny of the Filipino people. Subject: the future of the Filipino people. Since the Industrial Revolution, economic power belonged to those with the skills and the knowledge for high value-added manufacturing. Nations with natural resources, especially those like the Philippines, often find themselves dominated by industrial nations like Japan, with little resources of their own. Skills and knowledge, unlike material resources, are non-depletable. The more the Japanese use their skills, the more skilled they become. The more they use their knowledge, the more knowledgeable they become. The more we use our material resources, the less we have of them. That is why the Japanese get richer and richer while we get poorer and poorer, standing barefoot on the richest soil on earth. In the future, all of that will change. Skills and knowledge are not only non-depletable, they're above all transferable. If I teach you how to make a car, I will be giving you something I myself do not lose. The rapidly developing fields of information, data recording and management, communication, television and the satellite, and education, the computer and the videotapes, assure us that the transfer of skills and knowledge, or what is known as technology, will accelerate to the point where most nations will eventually have the skills and the knowledge to industrialize. If we know how to make cars, then why should we export our iron ore? In the future, economic power will gravitate towards nations with natural resources. When that happens, the Philippines may find itself one of the most powerful nations on the face of the earth. More about this after these messages. This is Henares making your day with part 2 of the destiny of the Filipino people. Subject: the future of the Filipino people. For the Philippines stands astride the greatest continental shelf in the world, the shallow part of the ocean that slopes gently from the shore to the deep trenches of ocean. This is the only exploitable part of the sea, where the future world will get the food and resources it needs to survive. All our 7,000 islands are just but peaks of mountains towering over vast undersea valleys, stretching from our freedom land in Spratlys to the east, sweeping up the Batanes in the north, stretching down south to the shores of Sabah and Borneo, and edging east of Mindanao to the Philippine Deep, the world's deepest ocean trench. We own this great resource by the law of the sea and by the archipelago principle, both of which is opposed by the United States. Unfortunately, however, the United States is very much the minority in the United Nations. And fortunately, the United States, in an effort to preserve the freedom of the sea and the principle of safe passage in the sea lanes of the world, is forced to recognize our claims against the claims of emergent China. From our islands, we have access to the vast wealth within this great continental shelf, which is bigger than others in the world, the North Sea in Europe, and the Gulfs of Texas in Mexico, in the Americas. The world of the future should be a world of slow population growth, widespread development, and dwindling natural resources. In such a world, where will humanity get the resources to feed itself? Not from outer space and the planets, but from the last frontier on the earth, the sea, The sea comprises 3/4 of the surface of our planet, the ultimate repository of all our resources. As the water cycle revolves from water vapor to rain, the rainwater washes away the resources of land and deposits them into the sea, and rising again as water vapor leaves such resources forever in the sea. Now on land, man has already advanced from being a hunter to a farmer to an industrial worker. In the sea, man is still the hunter-fisherman. Here, in the sea, the man of the future will have undersea farms where he will harvest undersea crops and plankton, which can feed his people beyond their wildest dreams. Here in the sea, the man of the future will set up undersea grazing areas where he can domesticate fishes and marine animals, fenced in by sound waves, just like he does with cattle and the chicken. Here in the sea, with energy stored by the sun like a huge battery, by the heat differential between the surface and the depths of the sea, by the rise and fall of the tides, the man of the future can generate the energy he needs without end. More tomorrow, my dear friends. This is Larry Henares, making your day, saying good day, God bless you. Thank you very much for being with us. Till next time, hasta la bye-bye.